Hey guys, Vidvixvlogs here. Hey, nice. I'm on the bus. I'm on my way to work. And, yeah, that's about that. But, I just want to get right into it. Happy Monday, first and foremost. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite shows on TV, Breaking Bad, and how a theme of that show relates to our real lives. Now, if you guys don't watch Breaking Bad, it's an amazing show. It's on its last couple of episodes. So if you guys have Netflix, you guys should get Netflix and check out the whole series because it's amazing. It's shot well. It's one of the greatest shows on TV. That is not an opinion. That is a fact. So you guys should definitely check out Breaking Bad. But one of the main concepts of Breaking Bad, not to spoil anything, is that the main character becomes someone completely different. He transforms into another person. It's still him, but the mentality and the actions that he takes transforms him into a more dangerous, methodical side of himself. And, just seeing, the recent episode and how, he kind of switches between roles makes me think about how people, create characters for themselves. And they kind of switch it up ever so often. So I guess it's just talking about the importance of being yourself instead of trying to be somebody that you're not. I know for me, when I was younger, I used to make up different personalities for myself to kind of, make myself more interesting or more cool or more suave. Like in junior high school, I would become a more gangster version of myself, which, by the way, I have no ounce of gangster in me. But it was funny because, what I would do is I would like to wear caps when I was younger, and I put on the cap backwards, and then I wear baggy clothes, and I call myself VJ Gangster. And VJ Gangster was the hardest person you'd ever meet. I try to talk cool, yo, what's good, I'll deepen my voice, and I, pretend to be this character that I wasn't. People were serious, more dangerous, nobody would mess with me, but at the same time I was a nerd, so it didn't really work out that well. And then in high school, I, seeing how I was really into superheroes, I created this superhero character called the Cyclone. So the Cyclone was, supposed to be very heroic and very bold and in your face. Ironically, at the same time, in high school, I'd be the one getting picked on and bullied on and stuff. So I don't really know how this whole superhero thing of mine has worked, but it worked somehow. And then, in college, I became this activist guy. And his name was Activist, and I spelled it differently because I myself was trying to be cool. And this activist guy was more involved. I'd be about the movement and trying to, do things to empower my people and stuff. So throughout different phases of my life, I became different people. Well, I think the only phase of my life that remained constant for a while was being video vixen, being this person that was skilled in video production. It's not a character anymore. I'm video vixen is me. So there's a difference between pretending to be a character and becoming someone different. And that's what I did. I became someone different. So, in that regard, the characters that I used to make in the past didn't really matter because they were all just reflections of who I wanted to be at that moment. But in real life, it's being myself, or, when people told me that I should be myself, it was probably the most, it was the most realistic thing that I could do. In the show Breaking Bad, the character Walter White, he becomes this character called Heisenberg. Heisenberg is this, meth-empowered drug lord person that's trying to just run this big conglomerate of, the drug game. In my life, I was becoming these different people because I didn't like myself at the time. I didn't feel like I was interesting or I had, something to offer. So I created these different characters in order to reflect how boring I thought I was and become someone different. And in the end, I always got the same advice: be myself, be myself, be myself. And this is why I urge you guys to be yourselves, because being somebody else doesn't really work out yet. And I learned that I had to learn how to love myself and love being myself. And I realized that me as a person is much cooler than all these characters that I made up in my head. But then again, I was young, I was dumb, and I was impressionable. So that's the thing. Yeah. So I guess all in all, I just want to tell you guys to be yourselves, because there's no better person than you. That's about it. I'm on this bus. People are probably looking at me crazy. I don't really care. It's so crazy because in the past I'd be so shy and so like reserved, where I would even pick up this phone or whatever to vlog. But now I'm so comfortable with it that I can do it and not care. Yeah. So I'm on my way. Yeah. So I hope you guys have a great Monday. I'll see you guys Wednesday. And until that day, bye.